Corpus Christi.
You're Corpus Christi.
I'm Corpus Christi for Unity Peace, the founder and chair of Corpus Christi for Unity Peace.
Yes.
And we had found out that there was going to be an event at Lago Resort, and it was Catholics praying for Trump. And I was trying to debate whether to go to that, and so was John Henry Weston, and of course Father Altman. And then there was a beautiful person who is, I'll call a benefactor, who said, we will buy tables. Vicki, if you can fly out there and fly Father Altman and other people out there, you can all go and sit at the tables and you don't have to pay for the tickets. So I got out there and I wanted to interview Father Altman after the event, and it must have been 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. He was exhausted, Father Altman was. And I delayed his ability to get the St. Michael statue, because his mission after the Mar-a-Lago event, which was Catholics praying for Trump, to try to get that statue at the request of Oscar Delgado, to get the statue in the hands of Donald Trump. So he was trying to figure out a way to do that, but he graciously agreed to interview with me. And then he interviewed once with me, and then I realized I hadn't asked him a couple of questions, so then he interviewed again with me. So this delayed him till almost 11:30 at night on the Mar-a-Lago Resort. So he's staying on the resort, Father Altman, and as he's leaving, he's thinking, there's no way now I'm going to be able to get this in the hands. But as he's leaving and walking the grounds, he's with a friend, and they recognize Barron Trump at almost midnight, walking the grounds. And they approach Barron Trump and ask him if he would get into the hands of his father the statue of St. Michael. And imagine the timing of that experience, that had he not done graciously the 2 interviews with me, he would never have seen Barron Trump.
What was the date of this? Do you remember?
It was the Feast of St. Joseph on March 19th.
Of this year?
Of this year.
Wow.
And I almost didn't go because it was too expensive for me to pay for that $1,000 ticket.
Is it $1,000 a piece?
It's $1,000 a ticket. Okay. So this benefactor said, I'll pay for the tickets for these seats. So it took a series of events to get us there, and then for me to interview him, and then him to say graciously, yes, I'll do not just 1 but 2 interviews, delaying him till 11:30 at night.
Right.
I mean, it was amazing.
God's hand. So Barron, let's talk about Barron. You didn't meet him? Just
no,
met him?
No,
Okay.
Father Altman. Then you need to ask Father Altman about it.
Father, do you know if Barron's being raised Catholic? Do you have any idea?
I don't know.
Because his mother is Catholic.
His mother's Catholic.
Come on.
Yeah.
So was he polite to you? Talk to you?
Oh yeah. He was just standing there with his friend Bo.
Okay.
And as I'm walking to where I was staying, I call it on campus. There's these. They call them. Cabanas. They're actually on the ocean. So I'm walking, and there's Bo and Barron talking over on the grass. And Bo recognized me because Bo was at my table. And that's how he called me over. And I'm still carrying that statue that Oscar had asked me to give to the president. I mean, my chance of meeting the president is, it's just not going to happen, because I've been down there 4 or 5 times before, and you see him, he's over there, but you dare not get close to him because the Secret Service will have a fit about it.
Yeah.
So there I am. It was almost midnight. And as I'm walking just to go to bed, thinking, well, okay, I guess I did my best. So Oscar will be happy that at least I tried. And then I ran into in this Providence. The timing was so perfect. A minute or two the other way, but it never met each other. but Barron was very receptive of it and graciously took it and promised he would give it to his dad. So, and he did.
Yeah, you know that you got a confirmation that he
Barron confirmed it himself.
Really?
Yeah, because I had. Then the next time I went down there that was March 19th. I went down there in April and had dinner with Barron and other people who were at the table. Barron sat to my right. I was sitting right next to him, and that's when the president came over and shook my hand. So that was just a cool moment. God's providence gets the St. Michael statue to the.
Yeah.
I mean, I just there's no. It's just God's providence.
Yes. So, what is your heartfelt, prayerful reaction to the assassination attempt?
Well, I think what it does is it reveals just how evil are the people in control. And you know, you can say, well, this security person failed or that security person failed, but the whole team failed because whether or not they had permission to shoot someone that was supposed to, or could have been like a sniper. The fact of the matter is that they all have those earplugs in their ears with those little wires that come down, and the entire team knew for over 5 minutes there was a potential threat. Well, they left Trump standing up there like a sitting duck. Instead of, there's like a code word they'll use, like gun, gun, gun. Means get Trump to safety, and then figure out whether or not it's a real threat. But despite the fact that they knew there was something wrong, nobody said anything, which tells you that the entire team is corrupt. And which should shake all of us to know that they didn't, because you're not going to leave them up there. What you do is you get them off the stage.
Well, who's behind the curtain? Who do you think is really ultimately?
We don't have enough time to talk about it today.
Okay.
No, I mean, I spent a lifetime studying this stuff. I know exactly who's behind the curtain, and but it's not time today. I'm tired. You can't ask me that question. That's not fair to ask me that question now.
I'm sorry. Do you have a resource anywhere people could look up maybe your studies and research on this?
Well, but people aren't going to do it. No, there's people who cared, they would already know.
Okay. Well, I
mean, I spent a lifetime studying this stuff, and I've known since 8th grade that there's a man behind the curtain.
Gotcha.
Right. So the minute you try to find out who that man is, people are going to start saying, "Oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist."
Right.
So those people that really want to know can find out easily enough.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you both for what you did for our president. So indirectly, you guys were part of his life being saved. And
then ultimately God, because God has work for him to do.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that even afterward, people were still after Trump. You saw him almost get killed, and they're still after him.
Yeah.
But that, like you said, I will say this: you articulated it correctly when you say who's the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
And they're there, and people who know who they are.
Right.
And the thing is, it's not George Soros. People are stupid. He's just their face, so that we look at George Soros and we don't go looking for somebody else.
Right.
He's just the face that deflects our attention from who's actually behind the curtain.
Yeah.
So that's enough. That's
that's good. And President Trump is my dad. Okay. Really, I identify with his two boys.
Yep.
He should be so proud of those boys who are so loyal to him. And I really felt like they were talking for me too. I'm proud of him. And my dad passed, but he represents my dad. And honestly, I don't know how else to explain it. I love the guy. All right. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
We're